Now that Outlaw Pass 5 is officially out, by the way, if you want to know my thoughts about Outlaw Pass 5, I did a video about it yesterday. Feel free and check it out. We're going to focus our attention to the summer of 2021 in the hopes that Rockstar will finally give us an update up to the level of Frontier Pursuits, or perhaps, dare I say, better. Hopefully. So I've got a wish list for you. 5 things that I think the summer update for Red Dead Online needs in order to turn the game around. And I want to know what you think, your thoughts, your views and opinions, your wish list for what you would like to see in a hypothetical Red Dead Online summer 2021 update. Feel free and leave that below in the comment section. Thanks to Outlaw Pass 5, we have an idea when we could expect the next update to Red Dead Online. Outlaw Pass 5 will end on May 31st. And just like with Outlaw Pass 4, the day after it ended, that's when Outlaw Pass 5 began. So I think Rockstar is following a lot of other developers out there when it comes to the pass system. They're getting them out back to back, back to back. So if we go by this, logically, we can deduce that Outlaw Pass 6 should start June 1st. In order for us to have Outlaw Pass 6, we obviously need an update to Red Dead Online, which should be the main update, the big update for this year. So what would I like to see in the summer update 2021 that would hopefully be a game changer and turn this whole thing around? All right, so first off, the headliner. We're going to do it like, I guess, a concert. You know, you have a headliner, and then you have like a supporting band or act, and you go down the lineup. So first off, the headliner. Number one is we either need a new exciting role, outlaw, gunslinger, lawman type role, or like big scores, robberies, a heist-like update to Red Dead Online, allowing players in a posse to plan, coordinate, do setups in order to carry out bank robberies, train robberies, stagecoach robberies, perhaps even like a mansion robbery or a riverboat robbery. You get the idea. So obviously for the headline of the update in summer 2021, you need something big, fun, exciting, replayability, and of course the ability to make some money, some cash, as well as, yes, a little bit of gold in Red Dead Online. So that is the headliner. That's the big thing. But you can't just have a good update with that alone. You need to add a little bit more to the lineup. So in the supporting role, this is where I think role expansions could work. Now, obviously, in December, that's all we got was a role expansion. It's understandable. Over the past year, we've had the bug to deal with. Rockstar employees, for their own safety, have had to work from home, so they had limitations when it came to the content that they could make. But this is 2021. It's a different ballpark, and Rockstar's had quite a few months from now through June 2021 to deliver an awesome update to Red Dead Online. So at least, 6-7 months worth of time for them to work on something to give us that would be epic and over the top and awesome. But the role expansions is not necessarily a bad idea. It just works better in a supporting role, where you have a new role or a heist-like update, but something then they could tack up in there along with the new role or bank robbery heist-style update is something additional, like a role expansion. They could just do this for every single update going forward. Along with the main event, a supporting role would be expansion to the trader role, collector role, moonshiner role, naturalist role, etc. But the role expansion cannot be the headliner. The bounty hunting expansion should be the exception to the rule. It shouldn't be the standard going forward in Red Dead Online, or it's only going to drive more people away from the game. It can work as a support role to the new thing, the headliner, the spotlight, but it's not big enough to be the spotlight itself. It cannot be the headliner going forward. And if one of those happens to be the headliner, the spotlight, a trader expansion, a collector expansion, a moonshiner expansion, or in worst case scenario, a naturalist expansion, it's going to be an instant fail for a hypothetical summer 2021 update. So role expansions are okay as long as they're in a supporting role. Next, let's talk about the quality of life fixes. Now, this is something that we desperately need in Red Dead Online. There are problems, bugs, glitches, quote-unquote features as we like to call them, that have been around for a very long time. In fact, some of them since the beta itself. A few examples. Well, since the Moonshine update, we've had this infinite loading screen bug after dealing with Marcel for like 3 minutes of talking at the very least. we need something done about that, as well as the disconnect problems, outfits not saving properly, maybe more spawn locations for the wilderness camp. I love the wilderness camp. I don't like the fact that in Outlaw Pass 4, they put the fast travel in as kind of like a locked pay to win scenario, where in order to get the fast travel ability for the wilderness camp, you had to go through Outlaw Pass 4. That's completely BS, especially for somebody getting into Red Dead Online post Outlaw Pass 4. How are they going to be able to fast travel with the wilderness camp if they don't have that feature? I guess Rockstar will eventually add it, along with a few gold bars that you'd have to spend in order to acquire that for your wilderness camp. But for the wilderness camp itself, it definitely needs more spawn locations around the map, because all too often I'm riding around the map and I want to fast travel. I want to go to my wilderness camp, either to do some cooking for a daily or simply fast travel back to camp or the Moonshine Shack or somewhere else. And oh, the wilderness camp can't pop up. We need more spawn locations for the wilderness camp. There's quite a few other quality of life fixes that some of you have probably recommended already that I think Rockstar should consider as well. So quality of life is essential to survival in Red Dead Online. There's a lot of improvements that need to be done to this game. Next, let's move on to number 4 on my wish list, miscellaneous, which include properties. Now, the data miners, as we talked about before, they have found, basically the groundwork, the foundation for what will eventually be the properties in the game, from shacks up to potentially mansions, the possibility that they may cost gold bars. The range right now is not official. It's just placeholders that we went over. So we would love to have properties. We hope that there's functionality to the properties, along with internal customization, upgrades, etc. But we want more than just properties, obviously. I would also like to see some additional stable stalls, at least 5 to 10 more stable stalls, as well as the ability for us to finally sell our horses. I don't like the fact that we're spending cash and gold on horses, and when we no longer want this horse or that horse, we have to simply discard it, which I feel like is a waste of cash and gold. At least in GTA Online, from the beginning, you could sell cars you no longer wanted. Now, there are items in GTA Online that are unsellable, but a lot of the basic cars, even the sports cars, the supercars, if you don't want them anymore, you can just simply sell them. That should be the case for horses as well. At the very least, just give us like a 30-40% benefit coupon within 24 hours of selling a horse. If you need to put a security measure in place, Rockstar, that would make sense. I would also, just like everyone else, I want a Rockstar creator so that we can create our own variations of the PvP modes. My own horse races where I can disable weapons so we can actually have legitimate horse races. Maybe some buggy races, that would be fun. Or boat races with the canoes, the rowboats, etc. The little mini steamboats, that would be a fun thing to do. And PvP modes as well, revolved around the player's ability to use their imagination with the creator to create new modes for other players and friends to enjoy. Once again, we had that in the early days of GTA Online. Another thing that we have in GTA Online that I really want in Red Dead Online, I'm sure most of you do as well, is a Rockstar editor, the ability for us to record some video, get some cool images, or make some machinimas, some epic Wild West adventure type short films, or sagas, or even some funny, silly spaghetti western type videos for YouTube. That would be fantastic. And of course, it would be great for screenshots, images, thumbnails as well. That's something a lot of us have been really wanting in Red Dead Online, the Rockstar editor. And it's unfortunate that all we have right now is a $500 advanced camera. So some other things I can think of off the top of my head: new clothing items, maybe some new weapons, a new saddle, something that's competitive with the Nacogdoches, because I like the Nacogdoches. It's nice to have variety though, so maybe a new saddle that has also some variations to it, similar to the Nacogdoches. And speaking of saddles, I would like some stirrup customization. A lot of people don't like the look of the hooded stirrup. I agree. It would be nice if with the hooded stirrup we could actually have some variations of the hooded stirrup to choose from in order to add a little bit more customization to the stirrups, specifically the hooded stirrup, because that's the only one worth getting. Putting the regular lasso in the weapons locker, because you don't really need the regular lasso once you get the bounty hunter lasso. Dedicated servers, oh, that's probably never going to happen. At the very least, Rockstar, how about some different lobby types? Posse lobby, friend lobby, invite lobby, perhaps even like a hardcore lobby for the PvP players, where they can go into a hardcore lobby that's free aim only, no ability cards, no deadeye, no explosive rounds, no incendiary rounds, just straight up PvP skills. See, that would be really, really fun for the PvP players that actually want to, put their skills to the test against other really good PvPers. The fifth and final thing I'm going to talk about on my summer 2021 wish list for Reddit Online is for Outlaw Pass 6 to be way better than Outlaw Pass 5, because most people didn't exactly like Outlaw Pass 5. I'm sure you probably found something you liked in Outlaw Pass 5. The ironic emotes, the fake beard, some other items as well, but for the most part, Outlaw Pass 5 has been the worst pass to date. Rockstar, you gotta do better when it comes to Outlaw Pass 6. You need to give us 1 to at least 2 Vanderlyn outfits for Outlaw Pass 6, because in Outlaw Pass 5, we got zip, zilch, nada, which made it even worse. So yeah, Outlaw Pass 6 needs to be better than Outlaw Pass 5. So there you go, that's my wish list for what I would like to see with the Red Dead Online Summer 2021 update. It definitely needs to be a win. It needs to be as good, if not better, than Frontier Pursuits. This has to be a game changer, up to the level of GTA Heist back in 2015. That update really turned GTA Online around. By the way, GTA Online was less than 2 years old when Heist came out. Red Dead Online is now over 2 years old and in desperate need of a Heist-like update. Something to that level that brings players back to this game, restores the community's faith in Rockstar when it comes to the future of Red Dead Online. Because if the summer update to Red Dead Online is another Naturalist update or another expansion update, it's going to be yet another disappointment, another major blow to Red Dead Online going forward. And it's only a matter of time before so many people leave Red Dead Online, never to return, hopping on their horse and riding off into the sunset, where the player base is going to go down to levels which will prevent this game from ever recovering. Rockstar, you need a big W for the summer 2021 update. I sincerely hope you understand that. We need more than a Naturalist expansion. We need something new, fun, exciting, a game changer, quality of life fixes, all that miscellaneous stuff I talked about. I know we're not going to get all of it, but some of that is things that a lot of people in the community have been asking for. And it's okay if you give us expansions to roles, but that can only work in support of the main event, the new exciting Wild West feel and vibe of a gunslinger, lawman, outlaw role, or a Wapiti update would be cool as well. Or dare I say one day Mexico expansion featuring Nuevo Proiso in all its glory. That I know is probably a long ways off, but a wolf can dream, right? Anyways, your thoughts, your views, and opinions about what you would like to see in the summer 2021 update for Red Dead Online. As always, welcome below in the comments section.